Behind me, each of these bales weighs about 1,000 pounds and contains about 30,000 aluminum drinking cans. Here in the United States, Americans consume about 100 billion cans a year, and they need to be recycled somewhere.
The big bales of cans are offloaded from semi-trucks and stacked neatly, positioned in rows ready for their turn to be grabbed by the claw. The claw is really a grapple excavator that shreds full bales of cans to get them ready for processing. Thumbs up for that cool machine. Once the bales are broken open, the big front loader can then scoop up the loose cans and drop them onto a vibratory conveyor belt. The vibrations help sift the cans down onto the conveyor uniformly, so the facility inside has a steady stream of aluminum scrap to work with. Shredding makes sure that there is no liquid remaining in any of the cans, since liquid could be catastrophic to the furnaces, as we'll talk about later. This delacquering process strips away the paint and enamel on the outside of the cans to get the aluminum cleaner before it falls into the furnace. And curiously, the best way to mix the new can scraps in with the already hot molten metal is with two mechanically stomping feet, like some kind of steampunk wine press. The oversized aluminum boot stompers help press the top layers of scrap down into the molten aluminum underneath. Aluminum melts at about 1,220 degrees Fahrenheit, so these furnaces are cooking, quite literally. I had to put on some special PPE to keep me safe. This aluminumized jacket and gloves do two things. They reflect a lot of the radiant heat coming from inside the furnace, while at the same time they're made with aluminum themselves, so if there is any accidental splashes, the aluminum would bead up and roll off of my suit, keeping me safe underneath, hopefully. Speaking of splashes, one of the biggest concerns here at the factory is liquid getting inside of the furnace or the crucible. Since liquid water expands about 1,000 times in volume when it turns to steam, any cans with liquid still inside of them would create an explosive silvery lava bubble, which is why the shredding and drying process is so important. Now that we have the molten aluminum lava all melted up inside of the furnace, it's time to collect it all in the largest crucible I've ever seen.